Hi there guys, today I'm doing a robots competition for 2,500 a year, or for short, gold. My phone's a little wonky right now. Alrighty, today I'm wanting some new gear, but not too much. Um, I have a hard time with AUG. They just don't give you enough AG, obviously. And I'm just building some extra parts for some weapons because I have certain ones that are set up. So the shock train that I'm going to remove, which is currently on my hover, I plan to remove the storm and move it over to my invader, which gives it that nasty bite. I haven't quite got it up there, and I just got this, so it's overall it's tanky, but it definitely has an issue because it draws attention. People see it and they say, let's get rid of it, and it makes it hard. However, though, this is one of my prized possessions. I've had this one for 2 years now, so it's well invested and amazing killer. I haven't quite upgraded the boosters, but I plan to. The only one I did increase was the invaders, because all they do is bomb him. Makes it hard to fight. And then I plan to replace this Tempest with a Dragoon because a lot of people are using shields. Sure, it may have long range and it hits decent, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. So I do plan on replacing that. And this one I've had just as long as my Inquisitor. So that's kind of why it's up there at the 10 as well. I'm slowly pushing that Scourge up. I'm in no rush to, because it deals in a tremendous amount of damage, especially close range. So the closer you are to me, the worse it is. Self-explanatory. So now that I'm live streaming, I was saving all these boosters for specific reasons. So I'll probably only have about an hour's worth of playing, just because I just don't quite have the time and I got a family to take care of. And I'm going to move that live stream piece up here because it's going to be in the way. So now that I got damage boosters going and health boosters going, that should help out quite a bit. I'm not so much needing all the other things. Sure, I could activate some defense up and cooldown up, which is pretty nice. Now it seems like they removed the speeds. That's it. So what I'll do is cooldowns, because it's definitely one of those things that will help out. I used my last bit of gold just to get that. So most of the time I like team deathmatch. Reason why is because a lot of people need help with health. And the biggest issue that I have with a lot of players is they like to spread out. But once they realize there's a medic on the field, they're like, oh, I can survive longer in this one spot. It also helps to kind of push up. When I usually go down, I try to push as fast as I can to get there at a decent speed. Now, normally it could take a little bit of time to get that team going because I am live streaming after all. So, I mean, there's not much I can do there. Alrighty, so it seems that I've got a match going. We'll kind of see how the live stream goes, because, I mean, it might be a little glitchy because I just don't quite have good service. I'm in the middle of nowhere, so live streaming is quite difficult for me. So, I hear bombs. So, normally what I do if I hear bombs is I hit my Inquisitor because my shield should do a decent job at protecting me. The greatest thing about a shield is it works good. And lately, a lot of people have been using rockets. Mr. Flying Bastard. So I'm just going to take a good lunge at him so I can get a few hits in. And he's done for it. So unfortunately I don't have any healing pads. I mean, it's right in the top corner. I'm calling it healing pads because, I mean, when fighting with an Inquisitor, the biggest thing is health. So now that they've left their Rocket Man all by himself, the biggest thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get as close to him as possible. With my team kind of holding suppression, it gives me the opportunity to move up. Like I said, this is where those shields come in. And normally, I try not to use my jump until I get into a certain location. Now that I have an opportunity to remove their rocket situation. However, it seems like my team did a number of damage to kind of get them down. It makes that a little more difficult. So one of the biggest things that I really like about this hover is this shot jump. I kind of modified it a little bit to kind of have sort of a close range and a long range. And the greatest thing about a hover is you can fly. Now, one of the biggest issues that I have with this hover is that they just don't have a shield, like a mini version of the shield. I mean, it would be extremely handy to take care of all the and it just seems like it's not proving in my favor. So now I'm going to bring my level 7 Invader in. Now, as you can tell, it has a ton of health. It is very bulky and very tanky. So it seems like they're constantly trying to, how would you say, stop them. So I'm also doing a competition for the AUG, so it kind of helps with this. I posted my ID and everything like they said to do, and hopefully they see it. So this one guy seems to be the one trouble that my team is having. And with my cooldown, it kind of helps. So this one guy presents a big issue. He's got a shield and stages. And he's done for. As you can tell, it just honestly, it depends on how you use your thing. And obviously, I hit him with a damaged nerf, and now he's dead. Now, I encourage a lot of people to get at least one meta, because it helps to have a meta combo. And it really does. It can change the tower. And another spawn here. Yep, Leo got it. That's it. I'm down to my last few robots, so it's not too bright of me to rush. However, though, I will be doing some damage with my scourge. A lot of it needs to be done that way. So basically what I'm going to do here is just kind of relieve myself with this low kit of energy. It makes a big difference in the field when you don't have necessarily a lot of the bullets. And one of the greatest things about a hover is you can actually prevent them from hitting you. And on top of that, it makes a big difference when you have a outfit, for example. So if you're in the mid-flight and the enemy is taking cover, one of the greatest things about it is you can curve the rockets as well as use them as a over the counter shot. So if you do, so as you can tell, I hit my target without hitting the wall. It does make a big difference. Now, since he's going to try and push up, I'm going to lock onto him. And I'm going to hit him with my scourge. His may not be as good as mine, and I'm losing connection. So now I'm down to my medic, which kind of brings me to say, oh, this is my last life, my last peg, and the best thing I can do is look at my teammates. I mean, quite all into rushing. And see, the biggest issue I have with this tank is it just doesn't have quite enough damage. However, though, it is looking in our favor if we're winning. So, which is good. So, now, we have this one guy over here with vortexes, which is quite nice, especially if you have a non-locking target system. So I'm basically just going to try and get him up to health, so that way he's more out to health. And at the same time, I could increase my reward, but my main concern is the battlefield. Now, as soon as it gives me the option, which is now, I'm going to start the next team deathmatch. Now I'm gonna just take a quick glance, see what they're using. I, it can make a big difference. A lot of people like to go to this location, so what I'm gonna do instead of doing all my heavies is this time I'm gonna use my medic. A lot of teams are gonna be pushing up, and that's what I want. So actually, I just realized that I might be a little too close to this because of my shield. So I don't want them railing my shield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a little bit back, so that way if they want to take a number turn, they could easily get repairs right in my zone. And it makes a big difference, especially when you're fighting. And my shield is collapsing. It has collapsed. So now, as you notice, I have over 200,000 health, which is quite amazing for a medic. Pushing in for the head. And he was not. So I mean, there was no increase of it. There was no bonus of it. And, okay, so my service is good. So I'm not quite sure what's causing the latency. It could be my upload. And me with having all this lagging issue proves handy because at least I can stay in one spot, and while my teammates are in the circle, they're at least getting hit. So if I'm set up and I lag out, it makes a big difference. So as soon as their numbers kind of lighten down, which is right around 13, 14, something like that, it's perfectly good timing to move up. And one of the nicest things that I see out there are bulwarks. They're really impressive. Overall, I give the developers credit. They did an excellent job on the bulwark. One of the finest features, I do believe, is blocking all rounds. However, though, it does have a downfall for recharge rate, but it's got its upfalls. What you get is what you get. I mean, it's great. However, though, I've noticed with my medic, it just doesn't quite have an oomph for life. So the mercury has pushed up, which can make a big difference. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to push up because my team needs it. Don't fall off. Don't die, Mercury, don't die. Oh, you died. So I'm going to set up here because my team needs to help here, and oh, I did not notice that there was a pursuer there. And my team did not push up. So, I mean, it was definitely their downfall to let their medic die. And that is one of the crucial things that I see. When your teammates don't help you, it's a real big downfall. Now, one of the biggest issues that I see in this game are communications. So, I mean, there's no way to communicate with your teammates to say, hey, I'm moving up, let's move up. So, I mean, that would be a big handful. So now I'm going to choose my Inquisitor because I'm still needing shields, and it's still definitely crucial to have shields. I mean, they're using shotguns left and right, so I mean, a few blocks here and there. Oh, wow. Look at this guy. I think I fought him once, maybe. His weapons are mostly Mark 12 at least. I would have to say they're top of the line. So, since there's only one guy here, it can make a big difference to get over to the other side. So now that I'm on the other side, their teammate doesn't realize that I am in full piecing, and I think that's that pursuer. I'm not sure. So he's wanting to use rockets, and that's not going to prove handy in his favor. I'm definitely going to increase those booster damages because if I can get them up, that can also prove really handy. So this one guy is just hiding, not going to come out. So that proved handy. However, I have lost a gun, and it's not good. So one of the biggest issues is that, I mean, it's definitely an issue. So now I'm gonna pull out my lovely brawler who can jump 400 meters in a single leap, which is impressive. I absolutely love this invader. It's one of my favorites. I honestly wanted to build two, but I just don't quite have those resources. So 400 meters in a single leap. Hey, I'm right next to my teammate. That quick. Now, one of the issues that I see are shields, so I like to keep a basic thing. So see, as this rocket guy is just pounding on me, he's pounding on me, it's not doing anything. So he's one of those that have set up. I don't quite want to, which apparently I'm dead because of the game saying, hey, I'm not going to allow you to do your live stream. Which is kind of hurtful in a way. I mean, which anyways, we won, so I'm not too bummed out for it. You know, we did win. I'll probably put 5 games in at the most for this live stream video because of the latency issues, and which is probably about an hour. But I mean, I'm hoping to win. I'm looking forward to have my reviews posted out there for this. I definitely put my ID, as I put ID on the first part of it, so when they type in ID, it pulls up a whole list of people that are currently doing this competition. There are going to be 100 winners. On top of that, another 100 winners for another 2,500 gold. So in total, if you win these 2 competitions, you can possibly get 5,000 gold pieces. And in addition, there's going to be one more for another 2,500, which is 7,500 gold pieces, which is absolutely what I'm hoping to do. The odds of winning are slim, but, you know, you do what you gotta do. So I currently just got an expert league, so I'm not too far out, but I got another 2 leagues to go, which my next league is Master, and then the last one is Champion League. So I'm hoping to get in Champion League. This will probably be one of the best games I've ever played. I'm absolutely impressed with it, and I give all the developers an additional credit of doing a great job. I mean, although my recommendation for certain items would be a shield. It would be a big help if we had miniature shields, because hey, then I could replace one of these miniature shotguns with a shield, and then replace the rocket pad with a shotgun to increase the damage and upgrade. Increasing the health of this is definitely a big change. When I get to the other piece, I'm going to modify it to have a little damage boost because of the quality of the weapons. So what I'm hoping for is when one of these guys die, which hopefully they do. Oh, these guys are just relentless. I can tell. I understand that. She just woke up. Seriously, I'm doing a live stream and you're doing this. Alrighty, people. So, after this one game, I will be getting off. Yeah, it's been working for a while. Check the freezer. I don't know, like, I'd have to say a week. They're not that old. A lot of people are using bullroads. It doesn't help them. 5 minutes. It's not on Facebook. So I've successfully killed one of the bullroads. Lag latency is not proving in my favor. Remember what I said about killing the rockets. When people start using Scourges, you kind of want to keep your flight pattern down until you can get in their zone of no more Scourging power. So curving this rocket will prove handy. So now I'm down to my last spot, which is unfortunate. Means that I got to stay alive as long as possible. Which in this case I probably won't stay alive, but I'm going to be pushing up as hard as I can. Hey, Beck, could you get her out? So do you. I just woke up, so fuck off. Don't start with me right now. Please stop this. The world's gonna see you as a complete asshole. I apologize for my wife's tendencies to get ill in the morning. So, this is the end of my life, and most likely the end of my gaming for the time being, because I don't have the luxury, and I never liked it. That's life. We deal with it, you know, the usual. But this is the end of my live stream. I hope you guys find it nicely, and on top of that, handy as well. Just for the developers, you know, push for some new basic weapons that are still the same thing, you know what I mean? It definitely would help our situation. You guys have a good one, and I will see you later.